Hello, everyone. I'm Heidi Carter. I am your hostess today. I want to talk to you today about being positive and the power of being positive. And I had the privilege of sitting next to this amazing woman at my cousin's baby shower last weekend, and we got into a conversation about positivity. And she was saying that when she was younger, she would wake up with this excitement every day, and her husband was like, "Oh my gosh, where do you get that positive energy?" She's like, "I'm just like this." And that's pretty cool. And not everyone feels that positive all the time. And a lot of deep feelings can come up, especially as an entrepreneur, as a business owner. There are a lot of little stumbling blocks that can come up, and negative thinking can surface. And man, if you ever want to learn how to be a strong person, just become a business owner, because it tests your ability to grow in so many different ways. And if you are a heart-centered coach, mentor, etc., such as myself, then you especially need to be working on this, because your energy attracts your clients, it attracts your followers, your friends, your partner, your spouse, your children. Your energy that you put out every day creates what you get. And so I just wanted to drop in a few tips for you today, and just help you develop your awareness of what are your negative triggers. What are the things that can set you off and make you go down in your energy? So, for instance, I woke up this morning, and I had been working at home for several days, and I woke up this morning and it was like every wall looked exactly the same. And I just was like, oh, I just had this feeling of like, repression. And that is actually a trigger for me, is feeling bored when I am in one setting for too long, or doing the same thing for too long. It can be a trigger for me. It can bring me down, and then my energy comes down with me. And so what is important for you to develop is your awareness of, oh, that's that trigger. Like this morning, I was like, oh, you need to get out of the house. You're feeling down because you've been in the house too long. And there's a solution to that. You can go to a coffee shop and work, or go to a co-working place and work, like I'm at Haven Impact right now. I'm sorry, Impact Haven right now. And so knowing what your triggers are and knowing what possible solutions are. And I made this little chart in my journal I want to share with you. So right here you can see negative triggers and positive solutions. So I invite you on this Facebook Live time today, or you may be watching this on my blog, but just make some notations. What are the things that bring your energy down? And then what are some possible solutions that you can pick up? Because your positivity absolutely is a muscle. And that's one thing that this woman and I spoke about at the shower, is like, she said, your positivity is a muscle just like your negativity. So if you think of the analogy of working out, it's like when you're working out, you're getting strong, and then as you get strong, you can do more things that you weren't able to do before. This is about your psyche, though. This is about your positive psyche. And so it's a muscle too. Your psyche is a muscle. And so the way that you feel and live your life is based on you strengthening that muscle and using that muscle of positivity. And so the more you develop your awareness of what is negative for you, and make a choice to not pick up those things that are negative, or if they just come up naturally, to acknowledge them and then pick up a positive tool. And so I shared, one positive solution for me, or one positive tool for me, is getting out of the house when I feel like I've been in there too long. I like people and I like energy. I like to drive around. I like adventure. So just being in one place by myself for too long doesn't create positive energy for me. Another example that a lot of entrepreneurs face, I know I face this sometimes, is overwhelm. It's like, I've seen it in myself and I've seen it in my clients. It's like a deer in the headlights. It's like there's so many things I could be working on and I don't know what to work on, so I'm just not going to work on anything. And so, overwhelm, my solution for overwhelm is first of all to stop working and to sit down with a blank journal page and do a seated 20-minute meditation to receive wisdom from my spiritual source about what to do in my business, and then to jot that down. And so those are a couple of solutions. I'm curious to hear, what are triggers for you? What are things as an entrepreneur and woman that can bring your energy down? And then what are possible solutions? So thank you for joining me today, and be sure and read more on my blog. It's HeidiCarterCoaching.com, and it's up today. So I would love to see you post in the blog about what you're doing to strengthen your positive muscle. I'm Heidi Carter, business coach, mentor, artist, and guide. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for joining.